Hi students! Today we're going to be preparing for painting. So we're not actually going to paint with acrylic, but we're getting ready for painting with acrylic. This will involve a little bit of watercolor though. Okay, so let's first prepare our acrylic paper. First of all, it comes in A2 sheets. I divided this in half, so this one is A3. Then I divide the other half to 2 halves to have A4. These are going to be for testing. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare our test paper. So for this one, so we're actually going to pick one object now, an object you're not going to use in your real paintings. We're going to prepare some papers with drawings on them so that we can do our test paintings. So for this, we want to use a really dark pencil. I'm using 6B, and you want to press hard because you want to be able to see it. If you put a thin layer of paint on top, you want to be able to see it. So we're just going to draw the shape. See, I didn't plan this very well. No, did I? But it's okay, it's just for a test drawing, test painting, so this time, let's plan it better. Okay, so when we're happy, we want to make sure it's pretty dark. And we're going to use these on Thursday for our test paintings. So let's put them away. Now we're going to plan our big painting. So this is going to be our final painting right here. So basically on Thursday, we're going to paint these test paintings. And then the week after that, you'll get to work the whole week on the final painting. So right now we're just going to do a still life setup and do some thumbnail sketches to figure out before we just start. Because see what happens when you don't plan ahead? It goes right off the edge. That's why we want to do some thumbnail sketches for the final one. So now we want to have a setup. So we need at least 3 objects, and we want to put some fabric behind it to create a nice background. Here are some examples. Okay, so now in your house, find 3 objects and set up something. You want to leave this set up for a while, so you don't mess with it. Find a spot where you can set it up and leave it until the project is done. So think about when you pick some fabric, you can use like a skirt, a sheet, a blanket, a towel, whatever kind of fabric you have for your background. Pick a color that you like. You can look at the color wheel again and think about complementary colors, analogous colors, etc. when you pick your 3 objects. This is my setup to start. I found a towel and I was going for complementary colors. That's why I used the red and the green. And then I used the white and the gray objects. So I thought it would be nice to do some tints and some shades. So let's do some thumbnail sketches now. And we're gonna do that with watercolor. So now we're gonna do 3 thumbnail sketches of our setup. This is on watercolor paper. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna paint it with watercolor. Now you're not limited now to a color scheme. You can use whatever colors you see. So now we're going to do the same thing as before, and we're going to move all the objects and try a different composition. In the end, I thought I'd try a different piece of fabric and a different object than the silver one. So we'll try this. Okay, so now you pick your favorite one. So I'll go with this one. And now you're gonna make it big, but only a drawing. Because we're gonna do the painting next week.